Kanan ng tumiting. Hihina takmo ng kinshirin ka. Hihina maayabu shirin. Ina naman ng kinshirin kai ka. Honestly, I never been live, so I don't know what it's like. I haven't worked on Serrano and it's been a minute. So I'm really just I was listening to Kenneth Ken Hill's recordings. And it's like some quality is good, and like the one I currently on, and one he has like a notebook full of material, and he doesn't like label what like recording is like on what page. He only wrote down the text, so like stories and stuff. So yeah, it's not helpful. And then this recording was so quiet. I even boosted the volume 200%, and I could barely still hear it. So now it's just a mess. So honestly, I don't even know. I don't know. It's just so hard, because for me, I rely heavily on speaking. Like I try to speak Serrano as much as I can, but lately I haven't done it. Actually, I have my I have like this notebook here where I strictly write in different languages. So like since all in Serrano, I titled it COVID-19 because this is June 11th. I think I was on my I don't remember what I was doing there, but I remember um when I went to Texas for for fun, and I brought this with me. I bring this on the plane because that's where I get time to think about what to write and think about the words and stuff like that. So, um, so this one's Serrano and more Serrano. Most of this is Serrano because that's what I speak mostly. And then here I have tahini. So I write pretty much in tahini. Let me see. Let me see if I can remember what I wrote because I don't translate anything in here. I so let's see. Hiksha chashina mitu chasha ya Houston. This day today, I'm going to Houston. Ditya mike yash plane. I'm sitting on the plane. Ditya mike yash plane. Yeah, I didn't know how to translate plane because I don't even know if I know the word for fly because I would be able to make my own word. But I didn't know the word for fly. It's like flying, not like a fly. Um, Mishna Yaktini. I want to talk Tahini. And Mumkina Wana is I don't remember. Mumkina Wana Wa and Ishnakina Wana and I want to remember. I don't remember, but I want to remember. Kunichanini. I want to remember everything. Miipi. Ya machine. Ya Dodger. Tuchi Ticha. I say um I say to I say to my cat Dodger, tutiticha, which means come here. Um, I mean, um, I mean, I think you donating your time is better for is better for the both of us, in my opinion. I think you just being here is is good enough for me. So, so, but I appreciate that though. That question. Um, so what was I? Tutiticha. Ah, see. See, tuti ticha is like it means come here, but you could say kuto. Kuto is also come here is also like come here. He doesn't understand me. I say kuto, He then he come here. Yeah, Dodger Mutsklinasi. Um, yeah, Dodger Mutsklinasi. He doesn't. Yeah, Dodger Mutsklinasi. What was I trying to say there? Mutsklinasi. I think maybe he doesn't. Klinasi, but he doesn't. He doesn't. I don't know. I don't remember what that meant. Because to me, Mutsklinasi looks like he doesn't know me. He doesn't know me. So I don't know what I was trying to say there. Let's see. Ituchasha ya Texas. I'm going to Texas. Mishnapani yam saksi. I'm going to see my friends. What tsehu yamba yambamila. Oh, what and a lot tsehu my family yam saksi yambi my family and friends. I think I said. TEPC Kimeshu Kituchasha Sisimi. Let's see. Oh no. Yum and my family. Then there's a period there. Yum Saksi TEPC. My friend tells me. She tells me Kimeshu Kituchasha Sisimi. Um, we can go together. Um, I think I think because I remember she was telling when I was talking to her because I have a friend that lives there, and we wanted to go to the beach. I think I should have put um Yamsaksi TPC Kimeshu Kituchasha Ksisimi Nihpasini to the beach. I probably forgot that to write that down. But Tsaksimi Kto Ticha. It's very cold here. Hikmono tske ticha. Um, mutskika wa tsoko. Hikmono. This man sitting here is ugly, ugly and sleepy. I think mutskika is ugly. He's oh yeah, mutskika. Oh, he's not happy. He's not happy. Mutskika wa tsoko. He's not happy and he's sleepy. Mameshu mihoko ticha. Let's see. Mameshu mihoko ticha. I can't sleep here. 'Cause it's on the plane, have you guys like been on a plane? You just can't sleep for the life of you. Hiksha tsimai au au. Get hisa. Um, Hiksha tsimai. That's the truth. Au get hisa. Thank God. Um, Mam mameshu mpani kunichaneni tilhimu. Um, I can't see everything below. I think I meant I could. Mimeshu. Mimeshu mipani kunichaneni tlimo. I think I meant I can see everything below me because I had the window seat. So I was like, okay, I can see everything below me. But I wrote as if I couldn't see anything below me. Maybe I didn't. I don't remember. Or in Tahini, I don't remember is Mumkina wana. So Mumkina wana. I don't remember. Um Then Grityanin Yatspo Tihimu. Everything everything is below me. So every I don't know, every ground is below, like all of the earth is below me, essentially. Ticha mustu natna joshno matli kustuti. Okay. Mustu natna. Mustu natna. Mustu natna. I don't remember what that means now. Joshno matli is summer. Oh, it's not winter, it's summer. Or summer's coming. Okay. So that was that. That was my little snippet of tahini. Let's see. What do you guys want to hear? Let's see. I have limu. It's always good. I have shmuich. I have kawia. Kika manaklamai. I have serrano. Okay. Pretty much everything here is serrano, like I said previously. I really try to. Oh, and I even try to make up a word for serrano, an airplane for serrano. I put hinik tuhot, something that flies. Good night. Hakuvu ai ow ow. Thank you, and yeah, thank you. But I appreciate your comment. I really do. Nokop, nokop, nokop you. My heart is happy. My heart's good. So let's see. I was on the plane, and nowadays on planes you don't really get anything. You just get well, even at the time being, it was water and a snack. So I wrote here I wrote in Barbareño. I didn't label it, but it says "Kumachuch no kupa." I'm really hungry. I'm really hungry right now. Let's see. Let's do a Serrano one because why not, right? Oh, here's a Kumiai one. Oh, okay. Let's change it up. Honestly, man, I haven't worked on Kumiai in a minute, so let's see if I even remember what I wrote. Or at least just read it, right? So Hauka is hi. Momiyutam wa. How are you? Mark Weed Nyachuhi. Mark Weed Nyachuhi. My name is Mark. Achan Tatwa. I'm good. Hayash Ipai Uyao. Hayash. I think this is me guessing here, but um I'm talking Kumiai right now. Ipai Ach Gwashash Hayash Ikuich Uyao. Yeah. This is gonna just be me reading because I don't really remember. Hayash Gwachamuyu Uyip Tedkurovich Chuhi. I think I was talking about how he was Ted Kuro is the Kumiai speaker that worked a lot with Margaret Landon, and he did a lot of recordings and stuff, and he made like the dictionary and the textbook, which is I think it's pretty good. And so I was listening to him and stuff. I think that's what I was talking about. Ipaya Manerch Mayu Umau Mahochal Chmayu I know means no. It was funny because in Serrano means learn. So that was funny. Okay, yeah, I don't want to butcher Kumiai as let's see. Okay, Mutsun. So Yamsaksi. Let's do this for Yamsaksi. Let's see, what did I say? Hui maka mahai mushikari kantausis hu Yohanak enaya wakoneya Yohanak Richika Mutsen haya Richasume. Okay, I'm talking Richika Mutsen hayas Richasume. I'm talking the Mutsen language. Ekwe Hinsuka Carmelenyu haisa Richasume. I think that means I don't know. I don't know Carmelenyu haisa Richasume. I don't know Rumsen. But my Yamsaksi, she knows. She knows Carmelenyu haisa Richasume for sure. How would I say that? Okay, let's see. Let's try to figure that out. Okay, she knows. So let's see. You have ga me. Is it wa? Hinsu wa. It's gonna bother. It's gonna bother me. Hinsu. Ka, me. Okay, whatever. I probably Cupeño. Yeah, it's like I said previously. I keep this notebook and I just try to write in the languages. No translations. Just strictly in the languages that whatever I'm working on and thinking about. I try to do that. So, um, other than that, I really don't. I just want to jump on here. I never been live before. So, if you guys have any questions, go ahead and feel free to ask me. Or it doesn't have to be about language. It can be about whatever. I don't really matter to me. I just wanted to try this out. I'm actually using my laptop's webcam, hence the good slash I don't know. Is it good quality? I don't know. So, um, what else can I? One thing that let's see, I do have this postcard. Nice postcard. When I went to that, I went to a Chumash event last year, and the Tafini people were there. So I took this postcard here. It says, Kike. What's the true name of where you are? And honestly, now I think about it, I don't know the name of where I live. I know like some surrounding places, but I don't think people knew where the place of where I live. I don't know if people know the actual name of it, like the indigenous name, not like the given name right now. So yeah, let's see what else does it say. Takawa, Morro Bay. Oh, just Kukunich. It's Carrizo Plain. Huh, I didn't know that. When I made that Shumash video and I'm like, just Kukunich, I don't know where that's at. It's Carrizo Plain. Huh. Obviously it's probably San Luis Obispo County. Let's see where exactly is Kukunich at. Oh, right there. Just Kukunich. So let's see. Yeah, I mean, I've been thinking about it, and I know lately I've been collaborating with Yamsaksi, Danielle from Danielle Lingua. I think I'm not sure how do you. It's like Lingua. Anyway, if you YouTube Rumsen language, she's pretty much the only YouTuber that talks about Rumsen grammar, words in Rumsen, and things like that. I've been watching her for a little bit. Well, more recently than because a while ago, probably whenever I started working on Tahini, I remember she had like an unlisted video on Tahini, and kind of it was probably the only video on Tahini that I ever seen on YouTube. Um, so I've been collaborating with her. I think she's really good. So if you're interested in Rumsen or any Ohlone languages, I would definitely check her out because she knows a lot more about that than I do. Obviously, she does a lot of good work in that area because for me, I want to get in that area, but and I think having somebody like that's very, in my opinion, is inspiring, or somebody that is like will be willing to help you any way they can. I think they can do good. It can help you in many ways, not even just California languages. Like, I've been thinking about doing italki lessons again, and specifically, last time I was doing italki, I went above and beyond like what I should have done because I felt like I burnt myself out and just I nosedived really quickly because I was doing Occitan lessons, I was doing Icelandic lessons, Basque, Armenian, um, Hungarian, Albanian. Um, let's see, I had a Chechen lesson. So I felt like I was burning myself out. Yeah, it was fun and it was cool, especially like those rarer ones like Basque or Occitan, especially Occitan where there's not me. I don't know if there's less than a million or I think there's definitely less than a million speakers. And so it's exciting, but with more exotic, therefore means more expensive. And I think for um, there's two Occitan teachers actually on italki, and I took a lesson with both of them. Well, I took one lesson with the woman, and then I took two lessons I think with the guy. Both were great. Um, one thing that for me, and what do you guys think? If you guys want to take private lessons like that, let's say not in school, not because I've taken Arabic in school, I've taken school, but having the italki lessons, would you guys prefer to have like an hour lesson or something shorter? Because for me, um, when I took the Occitan lesson, for example, that was an hour lesson, and it just felt like it was way too long. Like it was like dragging. And then the other Occitan teacher, his lessons were 45 minutes, and it still felt like it was kind of too much. And I know if you're in school right now, or even if you're working, I know that a lot of workplaces are um, doing Zoom and stuff. It just, do you guys get burned out by that? Just sitting in the computer? Because like I know I personally do really quick on the the Zoom, especially if it's early in the morning. Like I have a math class. It's at nine's not early, but if it's not ideal time either. And she expects us to go, and I just I'm just sitting there, and then I'm just like, and then of course your webcam has to be on top of that. So again, I'm just trying to trying to focus, and I'm just like, it's not easy. It's definitely not easy. So yeah, that Zoom don't I personally don't really like it. Don't enjoy it. So I felt the same way with the italki lessons. Like 30 minutes, it seemed like perfect. Like you can get a lot done in 30 minutes if you're focused. So plenty of good experiences with 30-minute lessons rather than 45 or an hour. Seemed like way too much. So and then so what else can I show? Here's my Luciano book. Well, not book, but notebook. And I need to work on Luciano. I've been slacking. So let's see. I'm not doing anything exciting for it. Um, so the first, because like I said, in my Luciano class, the way the teacher sets up the class is there's five. Well, you have to do 4 books. The fifth one, I guess, he posted on accident. I downloaded all of them anyways, but um, 4 books, and the first book was learning numbers, shapes, colors, kind of commanding things like make this or draw this, um, and stuff like that. This one is like back to ground zero almost. This time we're learning how to read it. So it's like lessons on. So like let's see. Like the last lesson I did was like on L and R, like how you say that, and I'm like, okay. So I just felt like we went backwards. So, and I think I said this previously. This class and my Korea class. So I'm taking Lucenio and I'm taking Korea. They're focused on talking to preschoolers. So, and for me, that's good in some ways. However, I feel like the con is more for me, especially, with me learning um learning languages through grammar. Sometimes it could totally be hard. It'd be different, because I'm used to learning the prefixes and suffixes and having, examples and stuff like that versus starting very slow. And I don't know if I mentioned this, but I think it took 13 chapters or 13 lessons to learn how to say yes and no. And I'm like, that's like a lot. Like, you should learn yes and no, hi, and all the very basic stuff. That should be at least within the first 3 lessons. So to learn yes and no on your like 13th lesson, I don't know. I personally, that's not how I learn. And I tend to remember some stuff, but other than that, I'm like, I don't plan on talking to a priest. I'm like, for me, I don't find myself in a situation where I'm going to use it in a preschool setting. Because one, I don't teach Lisanyo. Two, I don't teach Korea. So for me, I want to learn it as just somebody who wants to speak it. You know what I mean? Like for Serrano, yeah, I would have to know to talk to preschoolers because the job I have, I talk to preschoolers through ninth graders, so I have to be able to accommodate that. So yeah, I don't. And then there's Serrano class because they actually do offer Serrano as a foreign language, but I was talking to the teachers of it, and I asked them if I take this class, would I learn anything new? And they couldn't really give me a straight answer. Um, they kind of said because they kind of know where I am because when I get with them, um, they understand like I'm not a very beginner. I wouldn't say I'm super advanced because there's some things that um, I can make sentences. I can conversate for at least I think the longest I've talked with very minimal English was probably like 7 minutes. Because obviously it depends what you're talking about, right? So I could be, but if I'm talking about everyday things, then yeah, I can talk for a while. But once we get into like very specific stuff, like like my job where there's certain words that we don't have, so I have to use the English. So yeah, I don't know what level I would be at if I can talk about pretty much anything. Obviously, the very traditional stuff I don't know because I never learned those things. Because honestly, I don't want to be very intrusive when it comes to that kind of thing. So at this point, I'm just hold on. There's a Cruzano word I want to share with you all, and I think it's pretty funny. So I just thought I'd bring it up. But I have to get my notebook for that because I feel like that's what I'm doing right now. So that's why. Let's see. Where's my Limu notebook? Here it is. So it should be kind of early on. Again, if you have, feel free to ask anything or say anything. Doesn't matter to me. Here it is. So let me first. I don't have the There's no like alt code for the symbol, so let me look up the symbol, and then I will say it. I am and I don't have the symbol. Thought I had it saved, but I guess not. All right. So let's see. Here it is. So need the schwa now. And I thought this word was pretty funny, in my opinion. Mismonash, mismonas. I think that should be sha. I'll double check after because I know he talks. He brings this up later too. I think it should be sha. I don't think it'd be s. Mismonas church. Yeah, let me go back because that doesn't sound right. That doesn't sound right. Or should I just leave it like that and just... It is what it is. I think it should be sha. I don't think it's that doesn't even sound right. So I'll put sha just because that doesn't look right. Me mala smona church. That means, and I think this is what I feel like what I'm doing right now. I am talking like a phonograph. They also mala smona church. I'm talking like a phonograph or like drunk talking. Drunk talking singing. So Malash Monash Church. Malash Monash Church. I am talking like a phonograph or like drunk talking or singing. And it's Limu. So I feel like that's what I'm doing right now. So Malash Monash Church. I am talking like a phonograph or drunk singing. And the fact they have words like a word for that, you know what I mean? It's that's really interesting. Because I feel like we don't even say things like that, which makes it that much interesting. Because a word, at least the root is Smonashchach. Having a word like that, like the way that they thought of like those people, right? Because obviously they're talking about drunk people. It's kind of how they thought those people talked or sang or were singing is interesting. So, while we're at it, let's see. So I guess this would be more appropriate. Mane malash monoch church. So mane means now. Malas monoch church. I am talking like a phonograph now. Okay. So, this like, it's just a shame. It's a shame that I mean, I'm glad Harrington worked on Cruzeño at all. I mean, I'm glad for that. But I feel like he missed kind of like the really essential stuff. At least because he had a great infatuation. Is that the word? A great love for the Chumash language family. Again, out of all the languages he worked on the Chumash family the most. So it's estimated that there's 1 million pages of notes altogether about like 100 different languages. And out of those 1 million, he wrote more than 100,000 pages strictly on Chumash. So I mean, that says a lot. That says a lot, you know, because I think he on like Mitskana Cotton, for example, the Ventura language. He I heard that he wrote like 20 some thousand pages on it. Um, so I mean, if you think like that's like mind blowing, like that amount of for me, I was like, how do you carry all that paper around? You know, because you don't just have 20,000 pieces of paper. So I wonder how many. I don't know. It's interesting just to think about. I mean, I know that he would hide his notes. Like I think he hid a bunch of his notes in like the Salinas Valley at some farm. So pretty much he would hide them wherever, and they're still finding him, still finding his notes in hidden places. So because especially with like Limu, I understand that Fernando Librado Quetzalcoatl, that's his full name, um, wasn't an absolute fluent speaker of Limu, but I feel like he probably knew more if Harrington asked him more, because I feel like because obviously Harrington he obviously asks his own questions and stuff like that, but other times he gets previous work, and he rehears their vocabulary to kind of you know so in like Limu's case there was Henshaw and Pinart that they did previous speakers, so he would copy what they had, and then he would ask Fernando how to say it, so he got his version, what he heard, you know. But I felt like he spent a lot more time on the rehearing. As he calls them rehearings of those previous work, and I'd rather have more of the original work, in my opinion. So, I mean, I'm glad he did work at all in the area, but if he was born like 30 years earlier, I feel like we would have had a lot more than what we have now. Um, I mean, of course, we still have the pin art, we still have the Henshaw work, but I feel like they are way harder to read. Well, at least Henshaw is. Pin art is a little bit easier, in my opinion. So, there's that. Uh, Malasmona Church. Okay, so I'm gonna end this in a little bit, but first I want to write a I've been saying this it's kind of cotton quote for all day. So pocket su suni sup sup neha. I think it's supi neha. I think it's. I mean, I like this quote, but I want to say it correctly, mind you. Bucket sup neha. Oh, mupach mupach unimash. Bucket sup neha mapach unimash. It's like um the one thing you will do not deceive. Deceive. And I can't spell today either. So pocket et supnehem mupachunimash. The one thing you would do not deceive. I think that's a very interesting quote. Um, and it kind of shows what they believed, you know. And I've been told the same thing. When even the Serrano case, that if you lied, if you were caught in telling lies, because think about it. Oh, all these people groups, they of course they didn't write down their language. They had no writing system, nothing like that. So everything they did, everything they said, all the stories they told were in the language through the word of mouth, right? Oral tradition. So if you lied or if you were are deceptive like that, you pretty much lost all credibility So it's like it's probably from what I've been told by elders. It's like the worst thing you could have done is lie. So so that going back to the quote, "Paka et supnehem upachunimash." Like the one thing you will not do, just don't deceive. Don't deceive people. Easy, but some people still do. It's a sad reality. But it's interesting. Now I'll go back to Limu, and then because I think this is a good way to end in this. I have to say this, and of course I don't have it memorized, so that shows how good I'm doing, right? All right. Here it is. Okay. For simplicity, I'm gonna write T sha for cha, just for simplicity, so I don't have to. Or unless I can just copy it. Nope, I don't have it anymore. Okay, this doesn't have a schwa, so maybe I'll do it tomorrow, like during the day. Sound good? Just again, I just be like this. It's totally informal. Me doing whatever I'm gonna do. Okay. Of course, our good friend Fernando Labarro Kitzipawit said this. So Chiwasak Chiwasalak mihi hela wachela tikla. I'm gonna drink water. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you later.